Hi there and welcome to Gameda, which is an app that I've developed based on the popular Tinder engine. It's a hookup app for wargamers or tabletop gamers. It gives you the ability to track, book and manage games that you have booked with friends and colleagues. Particularly useful if you've got a club or an organisation that gets together and plays wargaming or tabletop wargaming regularly. And it's a way of just ensuring that you know who you're playing and that they are also well informed of any adds, moves or changes in your booking systems. So what I'm demonstrating here today is a couple of virtual phones so I can record the screen. So they are a bit slow, but in reality the app is actually quite quick on a native phone. It is just a website called gameda.bubbleapps.io. So it's a free service that I'm running it on, and if it does happen to get popular and a little slow, then obviously I'll have to pay for some services to run that on, and we'll need to turn it into some sort of subscription-based game app. So should it actually get popular, which I don't think it will, but anyway. So let's have a quick look. You'll be presented with a screen on the Galaxy 8 here that says you don't have any matches. I'll probably change that to come directly to the log-on screen in due course. So if that's the case, there's a reason for that. If we click on the my profile here, we can see that I'm a relative nobody in my profile, so I'll need to go to settings and log out, and that'll get me back to the screen. Once you've done this once, and your web browser will remember who you were and pretty much log you straight in. But for the first time, you'll obviously need to log in. Now you can log in via Facebook if you've got a Facebook account, or you can create your own account within the app. So on one phone, I will log on with Facebook, and the other one, I will create a new persona or a new account. So the first one will be me. Fairly lengthy login there. And on the other one, I'll create a bogus individual. So we need an email address to start with, which will be bob@bob.com. Hope there are no bobs at bob.com. This password will be bob. And we'll set up an account. Okay, so it takes us to a screen where we have no matches, and obviously we have no matches because we haven't set anything up. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to quickly look at my profile here, and I've got a picture of me because I'm not that beautiful, so I've actually got a picture of my army, and I can set that up in my info screen. So there's the picture. I can uncross it here and select another picture off of my PC. I can have my name and the details there, the gender, my date of birth, which I'll probably clear out. The fact that it's made with Bubble, and you press done and it'll save those details in the system. Back up here back to info, and I can go into settings. I can log out here, or I can select the game systems that I'm happy to play. And in this case, I want to play a bit of X-Wing, a bit of Napoleonics, maybe, yes, Napoleonics, and a bit of Flames of War. So, and I'm happy to play people within 100 kilometers of me, and I'll probably change this date to be a bit younger soon. It's based on the Tinder engine, which was 18 years old and over. And you can stick your range of people, ages that you're prepared to play games against. So we'll save that 100k limit away from me, and now we're ready to rock and roll there with Kevin. I can look at my schedule as well under calendar here, and I can see that I'm already made myself available on the 3rd and the 10th of June. So we'll just click on here and get a few more dates in here, the 17th and perhaps the maybe the 24th. There we are, all 4 Mondays of June. I can have it. There is an in-app discussion that you can have when you've hooked up with people, which I'm really still fleshing out. And here's the games I've currently got booked. I've got one game between Kevin and Sean on the 31st of May, and Amanda has booked me on the 2nd of June, which is pretty cool. So let's go in and have a look at the possible people that I can hook up with. and there's nobody there yet. So let's go in as Bob over here, and Bob will need to set himself up actually first. So quickly here, Bob will need to do some info work. We'll put in Bob here, and Bob's last name is going to be Bob last, because I'm not very creative. He's a male, and his birth date is going to be okay, 28.05.00. I think that'll do. Right, here we go. See if that works. Right, away we go. We're not going to bother with a picture just yet. So that's done and it's saved. Let's go back to the availability. So we're not going to hook up with anybody if we're not available on any dates. So we'll make Bob available on June 10th, 3rd, 17th and 24th. That's cool. And we also, Bob needs to go back and do his settings, which I've missed. What game systems does Bob want to play, and what distance does Bob want to play from? So anybody up to 100 Ks from me, from Bob. Bob will play Warhammer as well, and Bob will play Napoleonics, and we'll save. Okay. So let's go back and see if there's anybody that wants to play Bob. Look at that. Kevin King is available on those days who wants to play Napoleonics or Flames of War. So let's go. That seems like someone to play. That's great. And after a few seconds here, that will refresh. Got some work to do there. It hasn't, but let's go over here now and see who wants to play Kevin. Go back. The emulator isn't working that well, but Bob last with no picture is interested in playing Napoleonics with Kevin because he's already selected over here, because he said he's keen to play with Kevin, and it should have had a little pop-up there that I think the emulator's not working with. But now Kevin's decided that yes, Bob is a worthy opponent, so Kevin will go yes, and it comes up it's a match. I have agreed to play against No Picture Bob, and Bob's available on the 3rd of June and the 10th of June. So, or I could keep looking and go on to my next victim, but I know there are no more victims in here, so I will look at Bob on the 10th of June. Seems like a good game. Now, what game system are we going to play? There's Napoleonics that Bob has said he's available for, and so have I, and there's Flames of War that Bob has said he's available for. Keen Flames of War player, so I've made this go green from red. Great, that's the first step. Secondly, some notes. So many game systems have different requirements that you might want to have, like how many points the game is, or what era it is. In Flames of War, for example, it will have a mid-war game. And let's make that at 100 points. 100 points. Okay, so that's gone green now as well. It's not red. And location. So where are we going to play? Let's go Hamilton Club. Hamilton Club Night. So we're going to meet at Hamilton Club Night. So I've now can send that booking. It will refresh. It will send off a booking. That's an email now that is headed off to me. I can't show you on the screen because I'm actually on my work PC at the moment. So that email has been sent, and now I will have in the tool here under my schedule, I can see that I've created a booking with Kevin vs Bob on Monday the 10th. Bob will also look at his bookings now, and Bob has had a game booked with him by another user, so not one of Bob's bookings, but one that's Kevin versus Bob on Monday the 10th of June. So that's great, but Bob's decided that time has moved on, and he is unavailable for whatever reason. So he's in his schedule here, he's had a look, and that Monday night he's working late, and so he can cancel that booking, and says, do you want to wimp out? Yes, he does. Comes up with a picture of a wimp running from the battlefield, and that booking is now gone. And you will also see that simultaneously over here my booking left, and also on that date I am now also been remade available for Monday the can't remember if it was 17th or the 10th now, but time will tell. So I don't have to do anything. I've become back available in the tool. If somebody wants to have a game with me, and they can select me for that event. Now there's a bunch of emails that have been sent in the background saying, you know, you've had a game booked, and you don't have to approve it because you've already said I'm interested in playing, or Bob has already said that he was interested in playing Kevin. So when Kevin selected Bob as an opponent, it was an automatic match. So that's based on a very similar model to the Tinder engine. Have a play with it. It's free to use. See how it goes. Any feedback, I'll put a feedback page on the tool eventually as I build it out. But at the moment, minimal viable product. Just see if it does what it says on the tin, and give us some feedback. Thank you very much.